Okay, so today we're going to be practicing solving two-step equations. Alright, so I want you to go ahead and pause this video. Here are your 4 practice problems for today's guided practice. Go ahead and solve questions number 1 and 2, and then we will go over them. So again, try problems 1 and 2, and then we will go over them. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and try problems number 3 and 4. Once you have finished problems 3 and 4, go ahead and check with the answers following in this video. So pause the video, work out problems 3 and 4. Problem number 1, I have 3n plus 5 equals 12. Our first step that we need to do is get rid of our constant. So if you look on your screen, your constant is a positive 5. So how do I get rid of a positive 5? I have to take the inverse or opposite, which would be minus 5. So we subtract 5. Now remember, an equation has to be balanced. So to keep it balanced, whatever I do on one side, I'm also going to do to the other side. So I also have to subtract 5 on the right-hand side. So 20 subtracted by 5 gives me 15. Next thing we're going to do is bring down our coefficient right here. Bring down my 3n. Bring down the equal sign. 15. So now we have a separate equation here, which is just 3n equals 15. So if we look at 3n, we figure out what operation that is. You are multiplying there. So what is the opposite of multiplication? It should be division. So we are going to divide by 3. So that would give us 3 divided by 3 is 1 times n, or just n. And again, whatever you do to one side, you also have to do to the other side to keep it balanced and equal. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. N equals 5. Okay, looking at problem number 2, I have x over 4 minus 2 equals 8. So again, first step we need to do is get rid of our constant here. For this problem, the constant is minus 2. So what is this? The opposite of minus 2 would be to add 2. And again, to keep it equal, we have to do whatever we do on one side to the other side. So I have to add 2 to the other side. 8 plus 2 is 10. Now we're going to carry down the x over 4 equals 10. So we have x over 4 equals 10. Anytime we see this fraction bar, we know that means division. So I'm going to multiply each side by 4, and you get x equals 40. So x equals 40. Alright, so problem number 3, I have 11 equals 4x plus 7. So what I like to do is I like to read left to right. So I want my variable to be on the left side of my equation. So I just rewrote the equation as 4x plus 7 equals 11. So this way I'm going left to right. Alright, so now if we look at our problem, first thing we need to do is get rid of our constant. So the constant in this problem is a positive 7. So we are going to subtract 7 on each side. We are left with just 4x on the left-hand side, and I'm left with 4 on the right-hand side. So we have 4x equals 4. So the opposite multiplication would be division. So we divide each side by 4. And x equals 1. Alright, last practice problem we have number 4, x over 2 plus 4 equals 6. So first step again is to get rid of our constant, which is a positive 4. And do that by subtracting 4 on each side. 6 minus 4 is 2. And we carried down our coefficient here. X over 2 equals 2. And we know that a fraction tells us to divide, so the opposite of division is multiplication. So I multiply each side by 2. 2 times 2 is 4, so x equals 4. Okay, now that you've got some practice, we've gone over 4 problems. I want you to go ahead and go to the independent practice. It is a Google form, and there are 4 or 5 multiple choice questions on there. Go ahead and work those out. Let me know if you have any questions.